All right, welcome back to another episode of Unqualified Experts, the show that proves there really is such a thing as a stupid question. I'm Ari. With me, as always, is Nareg and Minas. What's going on, guys? How was your week?
Up and down.
Up and
Up
down?
and downs, yeah.
Actually, this week was good.
Yeah, what happened this
For me,
week?
Nothing much. I mean, just a regular day. It's not busy. You know, working in the shop as a regular.
No,
But it's not that busy anymore.
no dickhead customers.
Not really, actually. I haven't encountered a dickhead customer for this whole week. I'm
Yeah.
not going to jinx it.
Because they're all working from home.
It was amazing.
It's because it's Monday.
Probably. That was it.
That'll probably do it.
And you don't have to deal with tradies.
But usually you get the crankiest customers on Monday because they're annoyed for some reason over the weekend, like they didn't have enough beer or something, and they just come to the shop and they give you this face. Oh, hey, how you going? Yeah, mate, I'm good.
My theory about it is when someone is not having a good time in general,
They don't want anyone else to have a good time.
they have to take it out on someone.
Yeah.
And then it's the poor bastard that has just clocked into his shift at Kmart or whatever it is, who just gets the absolute hammering off the customer. Sometimes you are the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Yeah, because you take too long scanning an item, and that's the one thing. Like they're going through a divorce or something.
Yeah, like
and
nothing's
that's the one
going
thing-
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the machine doesn't work. That doesn't mean that if you hit the machine, it will work. People just go rage on the machine
Oh man, I really feel bad for people who cop it, and I cop it from time to time, and not all the time, but sometimes. My God, I just want to walk out in the middle of the main road and just play in the traffic. That's what it makes me feel like.
I feel like your work would be a lot worse as well, because like for us, it's just like bitchy old women. They're not happy. Like for me, it's they're not happy with their food, or you. I don't know. Like one of the photos that they took on film came out shit, and they're blaming you, even though they took the photo. Yeah. But I reckon for Nareg, it's so much worse because these guys are like tradies, bro.
Yeah.
Like they rock up and they already hate their lives.
Rough as guts tradies, like rough as guts, like old school tradies.
Yeah, like 65 years old. They're still driving that Hilux that they bought brand new in 1991.
Still brand new. 400,000 K, still brand new. No. Look, it's the people that try and come to where you work and try and tell you how to do your job. It's like I spend more time here than I do at home. Don't come in here and tell me, yeah, you can do this for me.
Yeah.
If I tell you that I can't, then I can't.
Yeah.
Well, my goal, my aim is to get you out as quick as possible. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to do with you. Thanks for coming. See you next time.
Yeah.
I don't want to hold you here. If I say no, I can't do something, that is fine. I can't do something.
Yeah, it's not like you're lazy.
No.
Yeah, fair enough.
And people need to understand. And if you're one of these guys that give younger people a hard time when you go shopping, please listen. Nothing is personal.
Yeah.
Nothing is personal. If you buy an item and you don't know how to use it and you bring it back broken 2 days later and go, it's only lasted 2 days, you need to give me a new one because I know what I'm doing. Well, very clearly I can see you don't.
Yeah.
Don't come in here and tell me, oh, this is not fair. What's not fair is that I'm getting abused for your fucking stupidity. That's what's not fair. And you come in going, oh, that's not fair. And then you go, oh, I'm a loyal customer. I spend money here. It's like, it doesn't make a difference in my life.
Yeah, it's not my business. I don't give a fuck.
No.
Yeah. You know what, bud? You know what? This always kind of I'm always thinking about this. Like the older people always say, our generation are the rudest, like disrespectful, these hooligans, this, that. But tell me this, name one time you're at the counter and you got abused by someone under 30.
It's actually a very low percentage.
Yeah, because they're always old cunts,
No,
bro.
look,
Yeah.
it happens, but most of the time, if someone kind of loses their shit, then like at that age, it's pretty justified.
Yeah, like at our age, I get it.
it's-
Like they've had a genuine disservice, or
That's right.
The product
That's
genuinely
right.
didn't fulfill their needs. I get that. That's different. But when someone comes into your shop and has a go at you because they got their hammer and they decided to use the butt of the hammer instead of the actual metal head, and they go, "Why is the wood broken?" It's not the fucking hammer's fault. But it's never a young kid that does that, bro.
It's always the older generation. Like it's the older generation. You imagine you go somewhere, you don't like the service. What do?
You suck it up.
You don't
bro.
go back there again. If your friends ask you,
Yeah.
hey, have you been here? You say, yeah, I went. I didn't have a good time. You don't take time out of your day, go home, sit down and write a fucking 4-page essay, 1-star review on Google. No one reads the shit. No one reads the shit.
Exactly.
Don't take time out of your day to name the person who served you or looked after you in the store.
Yeah.
You're not changing anything.
Yeah.
When was the last time you spoke to the manager? Can I speak to the manager? I'm upset that my food has a pickle in it when I ask
Never.
for no pickle.
I never asked for the
You
manager.
just take the fucking pickle out of your hamburger and you keep eating.
Yeah,
right?
but there's one.
Hamburger.
Yeah, there's another way to solve that. Just order off the fucking menu.
Order off the fucking menu. Okay, as someone who used to work in hospitality, this would grind my gears. They come in and look, I get the usual complaints. I get it. Like, oh, okay, like is this vegan? Is this dairy free? You know, I'm allergic to, I don't know, gluten. Do you have gluten? Like, I get that. That's justified because like you can't help it. But when cunts come in and they go, can I have the hamburger? But instead of the bread, can I have a wrap? And instead of the meat, can I have chicken? But I don't really like chicken, so can you put fish? And can I don't like tomatoes, so can you replace the tomato with avocado, but then replace the lettuce with tomato? Like, are you retarded? For fuck's sake, bro. Just go outside, drink some water. You want something, come inside, order a bowl of ice.
Yeah, but if you're that difficult, just cook at home.
Yeah.
Just go to the shops. You can order. You can make your own fucking menu.
You can buy
go to
whatever
the
the fuck you
shops.
want.
Yeah.
Go to the shops. Cook at home.
For sure. But they always come in, they come into the cafe and they act as if it's like you were saying before, like it's our job. Like it is, look, it's technically our job to make sure the customer is satisfied. I get that.
Okay.
Like we're there to serve like literally customer service. Right? But at the same time, you can't blame me for all of your problems. And you can't come in and say it's your fault that the lettuce was a bit crispy on one end, but a bit soggy on the other end. And just so you know, it's also your fault that I don't really like lettuce because when I was 4 years old, I had a bad piece of lettuce and I got food. Like, that's not my fault. It's not my fault you ate 7-year-old cheese and got sick and that's why you don't like cheese anymore. Don't throw me under that fucking bus, bro. For fuck's sake. That's why I like online shopping.
Oh god.
Like Amazon.
As someone who we all work in some degree of customer service. Yeah. As someone you don't want to deal with people.
You just opened another whole can of worms.
Yeah, well,
Online shopping. If you're gonna buy online, order it to be delivered to your house,
as opposed to what?
as opposed to sitting on the couch having nothing to do, click and collect something, 30-minute click and collect, and then show up to the store in 29 fucking minutes, and then be like, "Hi, I'm here to pick up my click and collect." It's like, dude, I'm busy. I have
Just come
shit
in
to
and
do.
buy it. Yeah.
Why does this 30-minute click and collect exist is beyond me. Is absolutely beyond me. But if you have time within 30 minutes to get to the store, go to the store. These people get paid wages to recommend you things. Go in and say, "This is what I want.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is it worth it? Is there a better option? Is there a cheaper option? Is there a more expensive option?" Because like stock that you see on a website when you buy something saying available is not 99.99% accurate.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's incorrect. Don't click and collect if you have the chance to go and collect within 30 minutes. Just go, have a chat, and collect.
Also, I don't get it. Like, look, if you're online shopping,
Oh,
there's two reasons you're online shopping. Convenience, or no, 3. Convenience, looking for a good price. It's easier to look for a good price online. And 3, you don't want to deal with you don't want to deal with like retailers. You want to go you want to find what you want online.
If you're so scared of interaction that you don't want to go talk to someone, just get it delivered to your house.
Exactly. And like
If you don't want to come in and talk, just get it delivered to your house. Don't come in here.
because what you end up doing with click and collect is you end up basically going through the same process twice.
Yes.
You buy it online and then you still end up going to the store,
Store,
shop and-
talking to the guy, telling him what you're going to use it for.
Yeah, just pick one or the other. But I tell you what, online shopping, like thank God for it. Okay, like I bought this vape maybe a week ago, and it came this morning, and in the box, like it was a packet, really cool, like graphics from New Zealand or whatever. In the box, I opened it, and a fucking strawberry and cream Chupa Chup fell out, and I was like, what? But like I smiled. I'm like, oh, that's fucking like, is it an accident? Was it there? I don't care. I get a Chupa Chup.
It's happened, yeah. You buy stuff and there's Mentos in it. Whenever
Yeah, like that's mad.
Yeah,
Like,
that's cool.
It's unnecessary, but I don't know. It's like it maintains that sense of like person or like dealing with a person. You know that it's like someone was there and going, you know what, I'm gonna chuck this Chupa Chup in there.
Yeah.
Exactly. We order frames to the shop, and usually when we open the shops, the boxes, and in one of the boxes is like a full bag of M&Ms with like peanut.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking
It's
sick.
amazing. Like we just take it out and eat it with the staff. And
We
stuff.
have-
It's actually good.
Yeah. We have some supplies as well. When you order over $1,000 worth of stock, you get a bucket of jelly beans and
That's
stuff.
mad.
So what do you think we do every
Yeah, you
week?
fucking smack
Get a
those-
bucket of jelly beans. I'm not paying for it. Yeah, but
Sit there and eat it.
it's the little things that count. Like customer service is there to help you.
Yeah.
Don't make life difficult.
Mm.
Generally, most of the time, you will get a discount if you ask nicely.
Yeah, like if it's an option, yeah, like
Yeah.
you arguing and saying I want it cheaper, I want to see, like all they're gonna do, like if someone came up to me and said, hey, listen, I want this cheaper. If you're not gonna give it to me cheaper, give it to your manager. If they're not gonna, like, I'm gonna go to another store. All that's gonna do is make me say, you know what, bro, like fuck off.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I get a lot of guys come to where I work and say, oh, I know the owners.
No, you don't.
Congratulations. Like, I know them too. I know them too. It's like, I usually shop at a store in another suburb and they look after me. Why are you here?
Yeah, go to that shop.
Why are you here? Like, seriously.
But you know what? Like these bullshit artists, like these Karens, like male or female, like I don't know what the male Karen is. Brad?
Kyle.
Kyle. Nah, not Kyle. Anyway, male Karens and like female, like these bullshit, like that extends to every aspect of their life. Like it's not just in customer service. They're just pricks because like they're pricks.
Like people that go out of their way to make someone else's life difficult.
Like we were driving to like a pub the other day and we're driving on like Monavale Road, like long road. And at the start of the road, like you're driving on this road for 15 minutes. At the start of the road, this cunt comes up and he wants to get past us because we're overtaking a truck. We're like, all right, we're getting past the truck. He's high beaming us, beeping, everything like that. We get past, he screams at us out of the window. We're like, all right, he's pissed, whatever, it's done. 10 minutes later, we get to the first set of lights and he's fucking swerving so we don't get into the next lane. He's carried on, I swear to God, from Forestville all the way to Gladesville. This one guy in a Manly Seagulls cap.
And then he got home. Oh, well, that explains it.
Oh, nah.
You should have led with that. You should have started with that. I would have told you that that's what's going to happen.
Look, you know what, man?
Turn around and go home, that's it.
Nah.
He probably had a beer in his fucking cup holder next to him.
You walked into that.
Look, I did. Look, Manly fans are the best. I should be wearing the hat today, the Manly cap.
Okay, it's like, what did that person achieve?
Nothing. It probably took him longer because he was fucking fighting with us.
Yeah, but this guy has a hard time in life in general.
Yeah, he was driving like what are they called? Like the mum minivans. He was driving one of those.
Yeah, but like
that just shows like if you're a guy like driving one of those, like you rest like you.
it's like if you play sports. If you play like Sunday league sports and the referee is just a straight prick from the go, if you piss him off, I understand. But if he's a straight prick from the go, this guy's not having fun. Like
I reckon once upon a time, he used to love soccer or rugby or basketball or whatever.
So over it.
Got over it.
But yeah,
At a point.
Yeah, but it's like if you're a bully. It's like you're covering something up. You're not having a good time. You want other people not to have a good time.
for sure.
If you're not having a good time, don't go to the store and ruin someone's day.
100%.
These kids are here. You're here on the weekend having fun trying to play sports. Don't
Yeah.
ruin these kids' day.
And like especially like look, you go to Woolies and like all the cashiers at Woolies or Hungry Jacks or wherever it is, like they're all young. They're all kids. It's their first job.
And they're all making us like a small buck.
Like they're at school. This is like so they can go and buy like a Sprite from the canteen, right?
Yeah.
Like they're doing shit like that. Don't go to them, make them hate their jobs, and then go home and write on your Facebook, the new generation is lazy and entitled. Lots of love, Barbara and Diane. Like don't fucking put that on your Facebook. If you're the ones making their lives miserable, don't blame them for having miserable fucking lives. Like
it takes all of 3 minutes to wait for a McDonald's burger. If they gave you the wrong one, just ask for the right one.
yeah.
Just be nice.
Oh,
and they will help you.
And if you do that, chances are they'll let you keep they'll just give you another burger. You get two fucking burgers.
This is what I'm trying to say. You will get help. You will get something thrown in for free. You will get the discount you want. Just be nice. I get asked questions about an item, and then they decide that okay, this is what I need. Can you do me a discount? I'm like, you don't know the price. People don't ask me for the price. They ask me for a discount.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
Like. This is what I mean by people think they're entitled. I don't owe you anything.
Or price match.
Drives me crazy.
Look,
price match is fine.
That's different.
Like everyone's out for a good buck.
But at the same time, like price match, if you're like you go to David Jones and you see something's cheaper at Maya or something, buy it from Maya.
Yeah. Okay.
Buy it from Maya. Like I get it. Like if you're online and you see it online, you don't like you still want to go and have that interaction with the like salesperson. I get that. You say, hey, listen, I saw this online. What's the best deal you could do? You ask nicely, they'll probably help you out. But when you walk into David Jones and you say, why the fuck is this $84 when at Maya it was $82.50? Just be like, bro, it's $1.50. If you're pissed off, buy it from Maya or shut the fuck up and pay $84.
I get it so much. Oh, can you price match? Where's the store? I don't know, like a 15-minute drive away.
New Zealand.
15-minute drive away.
Yeah.
It's like they're doing it for $100 less.
Buy it from there.
Why are you here?
Yeah. Like, if they're a regular customer, I get that. Like, it's like a sense of loyalty. It's like, hey, listen, like, I buy from you guys all the time. But, so and so is selling it for a bit cheaper. I still want to buy it from you guys, help you guys out. What's the best you could do? I get that. If you're nice and you ask it like that,
The keyword is nice.
you'll get hooked up.
The keyword is
That's
nice.
it.
The
That's
person behind that counter or the person on the other side of that phone is a human being as well.
Yeah.
You're not better than them just because you're spending money and they're not.
You know, at the end of the day, we're gonna do the sell, right? Like we're gonna sell you the stuff. Like we need sales, we need work, we need jobs.
Yeah, and we don't hate the customers.
Exactly, and they think that we're being a smart ass if we don't do the good, good deal.
Yeah,
for
but
them
it's
or
not
something.
personal.
It's not personal. That's what I'm saying. Like people think that it's personal, and they just take it to a whole another level and just start talking shit in
Yeah.
front of everyone.
No, but you know
I
what?
just
Like,
don't understand.
If you buy a product and then it fails within a week, I didn't make the product. I didn't build it. I didn't patent it. And I didn't design it. Don't come and yell at me. Just tell me, hey, mate, it doesn't work. It doesn't do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
What are our options? And we'll talk about it.
yeah.
Don't come in and yell. I don't care if you spent 100 or 5,000. I didn't make this thing. It's not my fault.
If you're a prick, you're a prick. Like, look,
That's what I'm trying
that's
to
what
say.
I'm saying. Like, that's why I think online shopping. Personally, me, I'll never go clothes shopping in a store ever again, unless I'm already there or I get like a voucher or whatever.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. when it
Fun
comes to-
fact, I never bought anything online to wear.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I
never.
buy shoes because I know my size, but clothes is different everywhere
Yeah.
you go.
See, I don't know. I buy everything off the Iconic. Everything.
Yeah, but maybe you know their size, but you want to go to a different brand. Someone's
Yeah.
large is
No,
different.
but
to
like
another
the
guy's large.
Iconics are like everything, like Nike, RM Williams. That's the only two brands I wear. Like, but I'm always wearing the same fucking shoes. It doesn't
Brand
matter.
deals.
No, but like seriously, like yeah, RM Williams. If you're watching this, we're not sponsored yet, but please hook us up with a pair of boots each. We'd really appreciate
Or a
it.
belt, like my pants were like sagging.
Yeah, Minas needs an RM belt. Hook him up.
I'm losing weight.
He needs it to do this show.
Yeah, it'll be good for his Tinder date.
It'll be good for his Tinder date.
Oh god.
Rocks up, flashes the RM buckle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
Like
I'm Australian.
If you're going out of your way to make someone's day hard, like just stop.
Yeah.
If you're at the beach and you're lying on the sand, and the group of friends that are next, the group of young people that are next to you have a speaker playing the music too loud and it's annoying you, don't start screaming and shouting.
Tell him nicely, hey guys, look, sorry, I'm here, my lunch break. Just
Tell them
turn it down
nicely.
a bit."
Just be like, hey, can you turn that down?
Yeah.
Once, twice. If they don't do it, just move.
Move.
The beaches are massive in this country.
Like this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People will refuse. No, I was here first. This is my right. But they're having a good time. Just move 5 meters down and you'll be
yeah,
fine.
for sure.
Like, don't go out of your way to be an asshole.
You know what? Like that's why sometimes like when I get dealt with like that, like people like come up to me and like give me all this shit at work or outside, like road rage or whatever it is. I think, well, you know what? Like there's too many people in this planet. Like we need a new plague. Like,
White shrew.
like yeah. Like I was saying that before COVID, and then like COVID happened, and I'm like, oh fuck.
I shouldn't have said that.
Shouldn't have said that.
Now
But
I
no.
can't travel.
Yeah, now I can't travel. But like seriously, like I don't know. Sometimes I think like I would love to just right now for these 10 minutes be the only person in Sydney. Just go drive to where I want to get to. I guess there's no point going anywhere because you're the only person in Sydney. But like drive to the beach and lie down on the beach and not have to deal with anyone's bullshit for 10 minutes. You know? Like if you're the only one alive, there's no one to give you shit.
If
You know
I'm
what
the
I mean?
only one alive, the beach is the last place I'm going.
Why?
Man, just imagine a life without traffic.
Yeah, but
Imagine a life where you can just run around and not worry about cars on the street, for example.
just absolutely flog it on the roads.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
I mean, Australian roads are like made to drive.
People in this country
Right.
drive as if they know you're in a hurry and they want to actively like stop you from getting to your destination.
If the guy behind you is riding your ass, don't get the
Just move
shits.
out of the
Just
way.
move.
You're in the right lane doing 35 in a 70 zone, and there's 2 semi-trailers in the other 2 lanes, and there's 15 cars backed up behind you. Go a bit faster, get in front of the truck.
I don't know. Look, there's pros and cons to being the only person on earth. Yeah.
Well, like, okay. If I don't know, I'd probably go like rack a Ferrari and just go rip it like a Great Ocean Road. I'd just do that maybe like 2 or 3 times, but I get sick of it, but
Yeah, but who you driving the Ferrari for?
me.
I mean, supercars are mainly clout.
Me.
You want to drive down the street, you want people to look at you. But if there's no one to look at you, then who's the car for?
Look, you're driving the
Yeah.
Ferrari, 8,500 RPMs, screaming down this road. You're having a blast. You're not going to hit anyone because there's no one else on the fucking roads.
Man.
Speed camera goes off. Who cares? Who's going to send you the letter?
You could do whatever you like.
Yeah.
Till a
You could
certain
do
point.
whatever you. What do you mean, certain point?
No, seriously, you can do whatever you want. But,
You can-
but
yeah.
if all you want to do is hang out with your mates, you're fucked.
But whatever you want. You figure it out eventually. You go to the movies, you chuck on whatever movie you want, and you sit in the whole theater by yourself, make some popcorn.
That's it. Just walk into any house you want. That's your house now.
Yeah, man.
That's not bad. That's not a bad op. But after what 5, 10, 15 years,
Years. Oh, okay. I was waiting for that word.
yeah, like not days, but like years. Like I was stuck at home for 3-4 months because of COVID, and every night I was still like going on Discord, playing COD with the boys and all
Yeah,
this
you
stuff.
can't do that.
And you can't do that.
Hold on, but you'll have no internet. You'll have no electricity. All of it will die.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, he was gonna fill up the Ferrari.
Yeah, this is an iRobot scene here happening.
Yeah, shit. No, okay. Zombie apocalypse. No, or maybe like I don't know. The
See-
whole world goes to shit.
See, a zombie apocalypse gives you something to do.
Yeah, survive.
Yeah, yeah, like you're busy. You're not just sitting at home. You're the last person. There's
Yeah.
no one on earth.
You're
You
just
take
going
a-
around bashing
you-
zombies in the
Yeah,
face.
bro.
Yeah,
bro.
you
It's
take a
fun.
shit with the door open. Yeah, it's all good fun. But it's like
No, I still wouldn't do that. I'm the only person in the world. I'm still closing the bathroom door when I take a shit, bro.
still
Imagine-
closing it and locking
Wait,
it.
but imagine fucking you're the only one in the world and someone knocks on your bathroom door. I'd fucking shit my pants. Well, shit the toilet because I'm on the toilet. Like, I'd fucking lose it.
Oh my god, I'm thinking about that happening now.
Imagine that, bro. That's why you always close the door.
If you're the last person on earth, you haven't seen another human in 5 years. You're just sitting on your couch enjoying your breakfast, and the doorbell rings. Boom, boom.
What do you do? I'd run.
No, bro, I'd have an arsenal in my living room.
Yeah, why don't you just kill the one other person remaining on the planet?
Oh my god, no, it's limitless what you could do, but at the same time, it's not. That's what I'm saying. There's pros and cons.
Yeah. Look, okay, if I got a text right now, like those emergency alert ones, saying, oh, COVID is now, making people go psycho and like eat brains and shit. Like, I don't know, whatever. Like, they get really sick.
Bring it on.
What would you do?
I've been preparing for this day my whole life. Anyone who plays games has been preparing for this day their whole life.
100%.
This is my house.
I'm ready for those
We're gonna-
double
we're gonna
XP
kill it.
headshots.
Yeah.
Couple of claymores, a sniper, sit on my
That's-
roof. Aguila Corona.
Nah, I tell you what I'd do. I'd go, first of all, Toyota dealership, rack a Land Cruiser.
Yeah, you need a troopy.
You need something big, strong. Troopy, you drive to Bunnings, you fill it up. Axes, pickaxes.
What do you mean? You just got to Bunnings, barricade the door. That's it.
Nah,
Everything
but
you need is in there.
What are you going to eat? Fertilizer? Like,
No, they got.
nah.
See, it's hard. Like I always think about it.
Yeah.
If you stay in the city, you have resources, but there's a population of zombies.
Yeah.
If you stay in the bush, you're less likely to run into a zombie, but you have no resources.
No, but I disagree. I'd rather be in the bush during a zombie. Like, aside from the fact that there's like no one there, which is safer, you can like cook and like shit like that, forage.
Oh yeah.
You can like swim in the river and stuff like that.
You can have fun. While the
Yeah, I
zombie
get like, yeah,
apocalypse is-
okay, you know what? Yeah. Bunnings and then Anaconda BCF. get some tents and some solar panels, whatever, and then fuck off.
You don't have to have a zombie apocalypse happen for you to do that. Just go.
No, I know. Look, I always think about that. Like, there's this motorbike I want to buy, and I'm like, what if I just buy that and just fuck off?
Buy swag, the bike swags.
Honestly, like, yeah, put everything into a backpack, like everything I want into a backpack, get on this motorbike and go 2, 3, 4 months at a time. But then it's like,
That's mad.
I've got mad FOMO, bro. Like, I come back and someone goes, oh, nah, like, what do you mean? You missed out on, like, this awesome concert. Or we all got into a punch on at the pub and it was like
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like, I'd
FOMO's bad.
FOMO's bad.
FOMO's bad.
Really
Like,
bad.
for those of you who don't know what it is, FOMO, fear of missing out,
Yeah.
there's like, there's levels to it. Like, I don't have bad FOMO, but
Like
obviously
subtle FOMO is good
I want to be where the
because
action
it
is.
gets you out of the house. It gets you going out.
Yeah.
But
To the point where it's like you get home from hanging out with your mates and the first thing you do is you're taking your shit and you text someone, hey, what are you doing right now? I'm at home.
oh, I know someone like that.
Like, that's
I
bad.
know one song. Yeah, I know.
Like,
Mate,
Oh yeah.
like we've got a mate that's coming. Like, we're recording this podcast now. We've got a mate that's coming here to sit into the room, like in the room over there. If you can see on the camera, like point, that's where he's gonna sit. He's not part of the podcast. He's just gonna sit here just so that he's in the same space as us. Because the alternative is being at home.
FOMO.
That's mad FOMO.
That's FOMO level 100.
Yeah, but that's chronic, like terminal FOMO.
It's crazy. Like you do things you're not interested in, and then when you're doing it, you're like, okay, why am I here?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I didn't want to miss out.
That's like me. Like every time, like I get that text, hey, like it's Friday night. We're going to Crowy. No, I like Crowy. We're going to Ivy or like a club or something.
No.
I hate clubbing.
See,
I hate it.
Yeah, it's not my thing anymore.
yeah, I don't have FOMO, but like I have a certain level of FOMO, but I would never go out like that.
Like-
not anymore.
Clubbing is the dumbest thing. You get there, you're buying rounds. Each round's like $130 because like you want a vodka Rebel, it's like $22, you know. And it's like you don't get drunk. You never get drunk at a club.
Yeah, because their shot classes are this big.
Yeah, you never get drunk at a club. You walk out $500 poorer.
Never say never.
I've never been
You
drunk
get
at a club.
pretty wasted.
I've never been wasted at a club.
I've been.
Yeah, but you're a buckler.
No. You are a buckler.
Nah, you're a lightweight, bro.
What do you mean?
Oi, I don't know.
Minas.
I don't know, Minas. I've got some videos that I don't think the listeners would want to see. Like,
No.
Come on. Don't
Yeah.
expose me.
You wouldn't, but your life would be pretty restricted.
if you didn't have FOMO.
No, if FOMO, and if you're the only person.
Oh, for sure.
Like okay, imagine you can never online shop again.
Yeah. Like you want to buy.
No one can
Yeah,
send
like,
you anything.
This came from New Zealand. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna swim to New Zealand to get this vape. Like that's
Just like the
we
basic
take shit
things.
like that for granted as well. Like now, like I reckon back in the day, like our parents' generation, it was like if it's not available in your country, you're probably not gonna get it.
Not
Right.
for very cheap, at least.
Yeah, and not immediately, right? Now it's just like, bro, like you can order something from America, or like you can buy like a bunch of merch and stuff from your mates in America,
Yeah,
and it'll come. How long does that take? That box of merch?
2 weeks, but it's a big box.
Yeah, 2 weeks for a box like this big to come from
You can pay
20,000 kilometers away.
I was talking to someone who buys stock for a business from the States, and they reckon if you pay enough shipping, you can get like a big 300-400 kilo pallet within 3 days.
I reckon 100%.
Within 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn.
From the States to here in 2 days.
That's mad.
That is
I mean,
incredible.
you're paying for it, right?
Yeah, you're paying for it.
Yeah,
You're
of
paying for it,
course.
but the fact that that service exists,
Yeah.
the
Like,
fact
of
that
course
that
that is.
service
That's really
exists
good.
on the other side of the world, a pallet the size of this desk, 500 kilos, and then within 2 days, it's at your doorstep.
That's insane.
Like that thing does
That's
not
really
stop.
good.
Considering it's a 24-hour flight
Yeah.
from, I don't know, from the west coast of the States to here.
They pack it straight away and they send it out. And
It's like the thing doesn't stop moving
Yeah.
for 24 hours, for 2 days straight.
it's insane.
It's
And
incredible.
like, you know what?
That's
Like,
insane.
if I imagine you need that one specific thing. I tell you what, like organ donors. You're on the donor list and you need a new heart. The only heart is in America, but they can get you that heart in 36 hours.
Does that happen? Like,
I'm sure that's the thing.
organs travel overseas as well?
Why wouldn't it be? I'm sure it'd be logistically difficult, but I feel like if it's an emergency, you're the only one with this specific blood type.
Like it happens in movies,
yeah,
but
I know, like that's what I'm saying. You need something urgently. Like you'd pay whatever it took. The fact that you can get it here immediately is crazy.
like a Rat Race. Have you seen Rat Race?
I have seen Rat Race.
The Mr. Bean one?
Fucking hilarious movie.
The organ, the heart in the icebox?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious, bro.
The guy in that poster van just driving it across country.
Okay, I have a really dumb question.
Yeah, go.
There's no such thing. Oh, there is
No,
in this podcast.
that's the show.
Yeah. Like, look, imagine the time that we were living now. Like, you're saying 24-hour delivery. What was it like to send a message via pigeon back in the days? I don't know if it's true or false, or you can actually correct me, but how did they train these fucking birds
That's what I was going to say.
Oh,
to
I know.
take this fucking message over a continent and deliver it to the other king?
Not over a continent.
Like,
No,
I mean, that
relax.
was like, I've seen it in the movies.
No, but like,
and
okay,
stuff.
the way they do it, again, if I'm wrong, I'm probably gonna get crucified in like the YouTube comments and shit. Like, oh, Ari, you're an idiot. I was copying it before. You know that first episode is like, I love walking around barefoot. Like some of my cousins were like, I've never seen you walk barefoot in your life. I'm like, bro, you haven't seen me for 6 months. Like, okay, but I tell you what. They would train these pigeons to know where their home is. So they train them on like destination. So like in Sydney, you train 100 pigeons to know where Sydney is. They love Sydney. They smell whatever.
Yeah, but
however
to
they move.
go to a certain spot.
No, but then what? Yeah, to go to that certain spot in the city, and then what you do is you take that pigeon and you'd physically move it to Melbourne, and then if that cunt wants to get a message from Melbourne to Sydney, they use the Sydney pigeon, and it would fly home.
That's insane. Like, I don't understand it.
They'd fly. Would you
gotta-
be able to walk from Melbourne to Sydney with no signs, nothing?
No way.
No, I'd end up in Darwin.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a straight road.
No, but no, but wait, no roads, nothing. Imagine you're just walking through like nothing across the plains.
No signs.
No signs, nothing. No
concept-
roads.
yeah.
You're in the bush.
Can't say walk in the desert, end up walking in circles, is what I've heard. Like if you're walking in like a barren plain, no landmarks, nothing, what you end up doing is walking around in a big circle.
That's crazy. I
I'm
never wanna be
amazed.
in
Like,
that
I mean,
situation.
I don't know. It just sounds extraordinary to me. Just
Yeah,
to
but-
send a pigeon across and deliver a message. You
Like,
go,
yeah.
hey, little pigeon, look, you're gonna
Nah,
go to
but
this
you-
King
oi.
Arthur and he's gonna deliver this. And look,
Fuck off.
yeah, and fuck off,
they're
get
just-
out of here.
They just tie the note to the foot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
What if you got eaten by like an eagle?
the note doesn't arrive?
That's a tragedy.
like the note says, please stop killing us. We're all already dead. There's nothing left. Just come and take the land. It goes and then it gets eaten by an eagle. They keep fucking bombarding you with rocks and shit.
Hashtag cancel.
Hashtag cancel. Oh, bro, it would have been fucked living back there, man.
Bro, imagine.
Wait, you know marathons. 40 or was it 44 kilometers? 22 kilometers? 22 kilometers is a marathon, right? They came up with it in Greece because this cunt was delivering a message and he just sprinted for 22 kilometers or whatever it is, delivered the message and then died.
So they thought we should make other people
they
do
thought-
this.
Yeah, oh, he died. You know what? I don't know about him, but I'm just built different. I won't die if I run 22. Like, how sped is that? Imagine someone giving you like, run, go, fucking take this to there, run, and you're just 3 days later, you're still fucking running.
Yeah, but who was the person who saw that and goes, you know what? Let's add some cycling in that. Plus, we'll add some swimming in that.
Triathlon. Wait, bro, people are speds. Like,
Oh my god.
everyone's got to prove themselves. I think that's like I get it, like being fit and strong and stuff for yourself. I get that, but you go to the gym. Minas, like you go pretty often now. How like of the percentage of people there, how many of them do you reckon are getting fit for themselves, and how many of them are doing it so they can have like Instagram followers and six packs and clout?
Oh, look, I can say maybe 80% of it is for Instagram.
Nah,
It's
nah,
just
look-
for like, exposure. I'm like, oh, look at my body, look at my
Yeah.
bicep, look at
Look at that
36
body.
centimeters.
I reckon it's like 50-50. I reckon because like we go to the gym. I'm doing it because like I walked into the room and my family all looked at me and then looked back at my grandma and goes, "Yeah, you're right. He has gained weight." And I was like,
It's COVID, but
"Fuck, bro."
Yeah,
it was
that's
COVID.
what happened as well. They said, oh, I gained a lot of weight, and I started going to the gym
Yeah.
because I felt bad about it.
Yeah, and like,
People
while
like
I'm
touching
there,
my guts and like saying, oh, look, you got the love handles.
love
Like, I'm like,
handles.
what the fuck?
Isn't that good for your Tinder dates, but
I know.
gives them something to grab onto.
I know. I mean, there is one thing, but you don't give them the second option.
and cushion for the pushing.
You come up with the weirdest shit, Reg.
Oh mate,
Like,
I've heard a lot in my time.
I love it.
bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. I like going to the gym. Like I think we talked about this before already.
Yeah,
but,
we did.
like I actually like really do enjoy going there.
Yeah, me too.
Like
It's fun.
It's no, look,
Sure,
it hurts.
Look, it's good. It's good fun. Yeah, and yeah, whatever. But just CBF,
Yeah.
like CBF.
Okay. What if all of your mates go to the gym and you've got mad FOMO?
Mate, I'll sit at home and watch Office and eat chocolate.
Yeah, and then you go to
See,
the
that's,
beach.
That's the level of FOMO that I don't care about.
What, like doing something just for the sake of doing it?
Like, oh, everyone goes to the gym. I should go. If I
No,
want to
but
go, I'll
wait.
go.
But then you go to the beach and everyone's with their tops off and they're all like six packs and shit, and then you rock up and you're just like,
Come here, boy.
you know,
You got them 6 packs, and I got a 1 pack.
Nah,
There
my
we go.
6 packs in the esky, bro. When I go to the beach. No. Look,
I-
you know what I mean. I'm not. Obviously, I don't mean that I'm trying to be unhealthy personally, but I just can't be bothered.
you can't be fucked. Yeah, like what do they reckon they did?
It's like a thing. It's like a phase. You get into it and then you die out. If you can stay, then it's very good. But
yeah,
it just dies out. Like I have other things to do.
It becomes part of your routine.
Yeah, it doesn't help that my days start really early as well after work. I just can't be bothered.
Yeah, because you've been dealing with Karens all day.
The word gives me shivers.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like it'd be so much worse in
It's me
America.
hard.
I feel like, look, Aussies are like naturally laid back. Like there's some bitches and like some like dickheads and stuff, obviously. Like that guy with the manly cap on the road. Like standard.
Like,
But like you naturally like compared to the rest of the world or compared to America or whatever it is, like we're pretty laid back.
like they have people calling the police on other people because there's people barbecuing in the park.
Have you ever called the police on anyone?
No, not
No.
once.
Not ever.
No.
I've had to call the ambulance twice
No, but that's
for like an emergency, but
Yeah.
I've never called the police on someone.
You
Yeah.
know,
Thank God.
funny story. I got fined twice in front of my house because I parked in a no parking zone. And then I figured out that my neighbor next to me, he was calling the cops because we are parked in the no parking zone.
but
No parking
what-
zone
no,
or on the nature strip in front of
Like,
your house?
No, in front of my house, but it says like no parking.
Oh, on the street.
Yeah,
Oh,
what-
well, it's
but
no parking.
Yeah, it's no parking. What? But was it because he wanted to park there?
that's right.
Oh,
He
do you mean?
always parks there, and then suddenly, like, you know,
Okay.
when we moved here and we started parking the car, and then I got fined 2 times back to back in the same spot.
didn't
like-
you learn after you got that first fine?
Yeah, but it just
I
comes
mean-
back to the same thing. It's like, why are you being
Yeah.
an asshole? I have a person who lives in my street. They like
Yeah.
they whinged about my car.
Yeah.
I had a very loud sports car, and they whinged about it once, and they whinged about it twice, and the third time I got into trouble, and I had to fix it, so I didn't fix it, and I sold it.
Mm.
It's like I was coming home late. The car was like annoyingly loud. I enjoy it, but I can imagine why other people wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like I understand, but like these people, okay. New Year's Eve, 2020 is about to come.
I was at your house for New Year's Eve.
You were there. That's
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
yeah, I was there as well.
New Year's Eve. It's like 1:00, 1:30 in the
Yeah.
morning. The music's still on. We're still having a good time. It's New Year's Eve.
First day of the year.
Out of 365 days in the year, it's the one night where anything goes.
Mm.
These guys called the police because we were making too much noise.
I
Yeah.
remember.
I remember that.
1:30 in the morning on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Like, come have a beer, sit down, shut up. Like, this is what I mean. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Like, leave it alone. Don't go out of your way to be an asshole.
Like I count myself lucky. Like we've always had pretty chill neighbors. Like back at where my old house was, where my family would see. Like our neighbors, they were like young. Like they threw parties all the time. We didn't care because we did the same thing. So we knew it's like we're not gonna call the cops on them. They're not gonna call the cops on us. Like we're just gonna do our own thing. But now, like where I live with my grandparents, when I had the R32, it was very loud. Like probably illegally loud. And the street's pretty steep.
That's how you want it.
So I'd have to like give it a bit of gas to go up, right? 3 houses up is a retired police detective. One morning, it's like 5:30 in the morning. I'm starting the car to go to work. I started and I let it run because it's cold, and it's like loud when it starts. It's like very very loud.
Yeah, cold start.
This guy like sprints down the street at 5:30 in the morning and stands in front of my car and says he won't move until all the police get here. What the fuck's that, man? It's 5:30 in the morning. If you're upset about being awake at 5:30 in the morning, how much more upset about that do you have to be that you're willing to get out of your house and run down the street at
Get out
5:30 in
of
the morning?
bed.
Like
That's a male Karen.
yeah, that's a male Karen. But I don't know. Like he's
But has this person approached you before
No,
and said,
that's what I'm
hey, it's
saying.
annoying, can you please sort it
no.
out?
He came up to me, stood in front of the car, and he goes, "You're coming up this street too loud and too fast." I'm like, I'm going 35. I'm going 35 up a hill.
Because you can't do more in that car.
Now we're making fun of the R32.
Fuck, look, oh,
It's an automatic golf, bro. He can't do more than
Oi,
35
nah,
up the hill.
DSG.
Oi.
All right, he had the paddles.
DSG, my
Yeah.
ass.
Look, you know what? It was, but yeah, like no warning, nothing. You sprinted down and he goes, "I'm not moving till the highway patrol gets here." I'm like, I'm not gonna wait for the highway patrol. I went around him and went to work. Didn't hear from him again. Like he chucked a massive sukba. Like I don't get that.
Just come and knock on the door and be like, hey, man, look, nice car. I like it too, but please, it's enough. Like, you
Yeah,
driving it at
yeah.
5:30 in the morning. If
Yeah.
it keeps happening, I'm going to whinge. Like, just have a chat.
Yeah, for sure.
What happened to having a chat?
Yeah, like there's nothing can't be achieved
If-
when you're like polite
Yeah.
and respectful and you just have a proper conversation. When you treat the other person like an adult.
As soon as you attack, people are going to defend.
Yeah.
If I'm having a party and I'm legally allowed to make as much noise as I want till 12 o'clock, if it's 12:30 and the music's still full blast, come to my house and tell me, hey, it's enough. You're too loud. Don't
Yeah.
call the cops. It doesn't benefit you or me.
Yeah.
Like the cops are going to come and it's going to piss everyone off and the music's going to go up again.
And it's always standard. Like the calling the cops has become like the first thing you do.
Yeah,
like if you're throwing a party, like
it comes
you're saying,
down to click and collect orders. You're just scared to confrontation. You don't want to talk to people.
so you just call the police.
Call the police.
I feel bad for those cops. Like straight out. Like they've got better things to do than drive to Forestville at like 1:30 in the morning because, you know, there's a couple of kids outside on the street.
I don't know. See, they sometimes that turns ugly. But your car being too loud is not hurting anyone.
Yeah.
Your car being a little bit too low is not hurting anyone. Don't make a big deal out of
Yeah.
it.
Defect notices, give me the shits. Give me the shits. Like I'm telling you, like I didn't have so my R32 like a hatch. The previous owner decided because he's a retard to take the rear wiper off. Wiper delete.
Why?
I don't know. the car weighs 1,700 kilos. You think taking the 400-gram rear wiper off is gonna make it any quicker? You know how many times I got pulled over?
Wiper delete.
Yeah, man. Like there's a brass plate that went there, and I'm like, why did you do that?
Because speed is more important than vision, my friend. Because it doesn't. If you're driving fast enough, it doesn't matter what's behind you.
That's hilarious.
Oh
So stupid. But like I'm telling you, like a cop would pull up behind me and then pull me over because he goes, "You don't have a rear wiper. That's dangerous." How? I'm not driving backwards down the road. like, seriously, like shit like that. Headlights, taillights, I get it.
Yeah,
Tires
yeah, yeah,
being
it's
bold,
all
I get it.
s-
Brakes,
s-
I get it.
Standard bullshit.
Exhaust, nah. Suspension, nah. Racing seats, nah.
I can't have my 100 decibel exhaust, but your Harley Davidson is absolutely fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And there's
Completely legal. Like your house vibrates as one drives past.
Yeah.
But my exhaust is a little bit louder than what it should be.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's an environmental problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Environmental problem.
I'm not going to get too much into detail, but
Yeah.
coming from the mechanic trade, some of the EPA laws are...
We called the EPA. Like someone pissed us off at a car meet. So we anonymously like reported his car.
Number plate and all.
Yeah. And he got done. He got done.
You're a Karen,
Like,
bro.
I felt so bad, but like he was such a prick. Like he came to the car meet and he's like, "Oh, my car's better than all of you. You guys are all fake. You got an RS3 to a golf meet.
Oh.
Why bring an RS3 to a golf meet? Of course your car's better than all of us. That's why it's a golf meet. Like we're all here with our shitboxes, we're having a good time. Don't rock up and think you're better than us. Anyway, so we called it on him, and man, this guy went off on all of the forums.
Like he was angry that someone called...
Yeah, like
Oh.
I'd be angry as well.
But
I get that.
he bought it on himself.
You bought it on yourself. And then the people that post on like, look, I'm in like my local suburbs Facebook group. I didn't realize they were a thing.
Buy, swap, sell.
No, like just people of Kalani Heights, Forestville.
All right, okay.
And I'm like, all right, like I'll join it. I didn't know it was a thing.
I can
Man,
imagine that's just retired people whinging
Yeah.
about the like random shit.
Yeah, there was
Damn.
there was a chicken on one of the roads, and someone took a photo, and he goes, "If you don't get your fucking chickens back inside your house, I'm calling like animal control." What's that chicken gonna do to your house,
Just go
bro?
into your house.
Just go back inside or get in your car and drive off. What's that fucking chicken like?
That's what I'm telling you. People just straight up like that and straight up not having a good time. Just take it out on the dumbest things.
Yeah, bro.
But like, I can put myself in their shoes as well. If I've had a bad day, and you want to come home and just relax,
Yeah.
and then
There's
you
a
come
chicken in the
come
street.
home and there's something that's not supposed to be there or something's out of place. That's it. You had enough.
Yeah, but like you don't
Snap.
link it, like you don't. But I get that, but I don't know. Like,
But
at
to
the same
take
time,
to take the time to have a picture,
it
upload
takes
it.
so much more out of you to be a prick.
just leave
It's
it
so much easier to just relax
and be a nice person.
and be a nice person. It takes more effort to go out of your way and write that, like you were saying,
Yeah.
4-page Yelp review that no one's gonna read. I was served by Ari today, and his shirt was untucked, and I found that disrespectful. And I'm telling you, bro, people are stupid. People are really, really, really dumb, and they got nothing better to do. They have nothing better to do.
His shirt was untucked. Oh god.
Oh, bro, I don't know.
Straight up not having a good time. That's what some people's lives are just...
Not good. And that, okay, the guys that tailgate you when you're driving. You drive, it's an 80 zone, you're going 100, and someone in their Hilux with their bull bar, fog lights, everything on, is riding your ass.
I'll just move and let him go.
No, but like, say you can't.
Then he's going to have to wait.
What do you, like,
behind me.
okay, but like,
What is he going to do? You can't.
don't you freak out, bud?
Yeah, it's annoying.
No, but it's annoying, yeah, I get freaked out. Because like if I slow down for like a bump in the road, I'm going to get cleaned up. I know it's his fault. I'm going to get cleaned up because that guy's being a prick, and driving 1 meter closer to the car in front of you doesn't get you there any faster.
It's like the guy who
Exactly.
dangerously overtakes you and stops at the light in front
Yeah,
of you.
bro.
Stops at the light in front of you with you. It's like, all right.
You pull up,
Congratulations.
No point. Yeah.
Because you're gonna drive at the same, like you're driving at the same speed. You're just being an absolute dickhead about it.
That's insane.
It's,
Like it's
when you start putting other people's safety at risk, then there's a problem.
Yeah,
There's a problem. If you're driving like an asshole on an empty road by yourself, do what you want. But if there's cars around and you're being an idiot, then like you're putting other people's safety at risk, you're an idiot.
Have you ever been? Like I was thinking about this the other day. I was driving on Monaval Road. It was like 11:30. I was probably coming back from here, and it was late. Dark, road's completely empty, and I'm going a bit quicker than I should be.
Right.
But I'm thinking, like, if a cop was there, like, would he pull me over?
Maybe.
It depends on his day.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, it depends on his day. But like, cause like seriously, like the only person I'm gonna kill is myself.
Or a kangaroo.
Or then
Or a little skippy, mate.
Skippy the bush
Skippy the
kangaroo.
bush
That's
kangaroo.
gonna come and total my car. Doesn't matter what car I'm driving.
Because it's probably heavier than your car.
Yeah, bro.
The Golf.
I made one comment about the Hyundai. I made one comment about the
I'm
Hyundai
not
like 1
saying
week
anything.
ago.
Hey, bro.
You know what, bro?
I've had a Hyundai for 10 years.
Nah, at least I didn't drive a WRX. Clap that WRX.
What's wrong with that?
What do you mean? What's wrong with that?
What's
I
wrong
love
with that?
WRX.
Nah, no. Have you remember his one?
Yeah.
Nah, that's like Eshe Kyle spec, man.
It was mad.
You got a vape as well. I can see it there. You got a vape. Psh. Do you drink Monster?
Hey, that vape is for healthy. Like I'm getting off the diaries.
Fuck, you make me look bad now. You make me look bad for having a go at you. It's not fair, bro. It's not fair. Drive a Golf. What's wrong with that?
You know what else is not fair? Going back to what you were saying,
Mm.
when the police find people up to their discretion.
What do you mean?
Like you said, that is the cop gonna pull me over because there's no cars for kilometers,
Yeah.
and I'm doing 110 in 100.
Mm.
Like,
And they pull you over. 'cause
am
they
I
had a bad
harming
day.
anyone? No.
No,
it's
but
like,
but look, I think discretion cuts both ways, because if they weren't allowed to be like make their own decisions, he'd definitely pull you over because you're breaking the law.
that's right.
So
But-
like, if he's having a crap day, technically you're still in the wrong. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if he's having an alright day and you can't pass him at 110 and he's also doing 110, he's not going to pull you over because he's like, fuck it. That's why, like, that's probably the best. Like, a cop comes up to you, you're being a bit rowdy, technically, like, whatever, like, you're being a sped, you're breaking a law, but you can, like, the cop can just be like, you know what, mate, like, stop being a retard,
Yeah.
go home.
Yeah, which happens most of the time.
Yeah.
But
like, if they
does
just
that-
like,
does
threw
that
the
set-
book at you every time.
Yeah, but does that set a precedent? It's like, well, sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I mean,
Well, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like, at least if you know you're definitely going to get done for it, you won't do it.
yeah. If like for petty things.
Yeah. Like, one of the speed cameras near my house, I found out recently, is a warning camera.
Oh.
So,
Like
like,
that camera is always just a warning camera.
I don't know about always just a warning camera,
That's
but
a proper catfish.
yeah. So like you
Yeah.
freak out and then like, okay, one time you actually get done, you get a letter and he goes, don't do it again.
I used to always laugh at people.
I'm probably going to do it again because it's like, oh, well, I'm actually not going to get done.
I used to always laugh, but I've heard cameras do switch from time to time.
To warning and
Like
not
there will
warning.
be a speed camera and then they'll switch it to warning for 2 days and they'll switch it back or whatever. I have heard this, but
Oh, okay. There you go.
unconfirmed.
So I won't risk it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that.
Ah.
But I forgot what I was gonna say. In your stupid cameras.
I'll watch the video, but you know the cameras don't go off until like you go over like 15 over the speed limit. I mean, if you're going 10 over the speed limit, I think it doesn't go off. You have to go like, let's say if the road is like 110, you have to be going 124 something so the camera can go off.
See, okay, I was driving to work one day and there's a speed camera on like the road to work and I wasn't paying attention and I passed the intersection. When I looked down, I was going like 80, it's a 70 zone. And I freaked out. I was on my red piece. I'm like, if I get done.
What sucks is you have to wait and wait. Is it
Yeah.
coming? Is the mail
So
coming? Is the mail
like,
coming?
for the next like 3 weeks, I'm just like always clenched.
Every time I open the mailbox, I fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But like, so I Googled it. I actually looked into that. And it, like, there's that threshold. In other countries, they tell you exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But they haven't done it here because they go, all that's going to do is create a new unofficial speed limit. Like if it says 60, but it's not going to get you until you're going 75, everyone's going to be driving 75.
Yeah, it'll become a new extreme sport. How close can you get?
exactly. Like, oh, you're going 76 in the 60, you got done. Unlucky. I went 75 and a half and I didn't. But like at the same time, also your speedos are fucked. So
Yeah, they're not always accurate.
It turns out my R32 speedo was like, I think it was like 8% inaccurate.
There you go.
Wow.
So at 60, I'm doing 54. I was checking, like, you know, you get the thing, like the sign that says your speed is this.
Yeah,
slow
yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah.
I look down, I'm like, I'm going 80. It's a 60 zone, whatever. I'm going 80, and it says you're going 71.
Yeah, but so when you put your Google Maps on, sometimes that tells you your speed as well. I think that's the most accurate.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
How does that do? How does that do? Like satellite?
GPS, yeah.
How can that be more accurate?
Because it calculates the
No, but-
distance that you're going in a certain amount of time.
And the speed and all that, yeah.
No, but your speed is variable. Like at least your speedo works with the rotation of your tires, doesn't it?
yeah,
Pretty much.
but if you're Reggie and Ari and you change your tire size and
Yeah.
you do this and you change your rims, like it affects all of that.
For sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can you
What
get that
size
But the
Does it have on
GPS
your
is the most
RV?
accurate.
I had 18s.
Okay.
I was gonna put 19s, but like one of my mates who did said it was unbearable, and I already had it like slammed to the ground, man. Like I'm telling you, there was no gap between the wheel and the fender. Like when I went over a speed bump, even like the smallest one, like at a shopping center, I'd go over it, and because the car's like decently long, like one wheel would like the wheels would be on the road, and you'd hear the speed bump just scraping along my transmission.
Underneath the car, yeah.
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 Oh,
Speed.
fuck! Like Top Right Shopping Center was probably the worst because you come up the ramp and there's a speed bump
Yeah, where it goes
Yeah,
flat,
it's a
the
speed
middle
bump,
touches. Yeah.
And it just absolutely destroyed my car. Like I'm telling you, the skirts were all scratched in the middle. The
Man.
bumper was white at the bottom, man.
The old top ride was worse.
What was it like?
Oh, the thing, the car park was just like it's like a moon. All the craters, the craters, the pothole. Oh, it was incredible.
Yeah.
It was very bad.
Nah, yeah, look, modding your car is awesome, but not if it's your only car.
Yeah.
It was
Yes
such
and no.
nah,
I say yes. Just do it.
look, obviously, like
Do it. Get it out of your system because it's good fun.
yeah,
It represents you.
like I did it for my Golf, and then but like thank God, like I had like the Volvo and the other Golf and stuff to drive every day, or like driving like somewhere where like I know like, I can't be bothered.
Yeah, if you have other cars at home that you can take.
Like sometimes I can't be bothered going down my driveway at 1 kilometer an hour at like a 65-degree angle, you know, like one wheel at a time. Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
sometimes
Yeah,
you
I
can't
get
be
that.
fucked doing that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but at the same time, why should you get done if you're willing to suffer through that inconvenience of having a really low car that's scraping against the road? Why should you get punished for that? You're already getting punished every time you drive it. Like, fuck's sake.
It's sometimes it's when it comes to discretion, it's like it's wishy-washy.
Like you look in America, and like I watch Motor Trend and like Roadkill and like these like automotive shows. The whole premise of this show is they go to a junkyard and they find a car that's like really fucked, and they chuck a engine in it, and like they see if they can drive it 3,000 kilometers to like their destination.
Like Top Gear type stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
like really, really, really clapped out sped cars, man. No doors, no seatbelts, no front windshield. They wear goggles. They strap like Energizer torches to the front as your headlights, and they're going. You know, the engine makes like 450 horsepower, and the back wheel like wobbles. You know, but that's fine.
the
Like they drive
best.
like that's technically legal in America.
Oh,
They got a dirt track car, like a NASCAR car, and took the body off and replaced it with the body of some Chevrolet with nice license plates on it, and it's legal. How? Like we live in a nanny state, man.
don't get into that.
And we live in like,
People out of rules.
Don't
yeah.
get
Oh,
into
people
that.
had rules are sped as well. But you know what pisses me off the most? Jaywalking rules. My mum got fined $76 for jaywalking.
CBD.
Chatswood.
Chatswood.
Explain that one to me.
Wow.
Come on, man.
There's like 8 million people jaywalking at the same time at Chatswood, and your mum was.
And
the
my
one that
mum was the
stopped.
only one that got done. That was probably why she moved to Armenia. Fuck this. I'm going to go with there's no street signs.
Nah,
Damn.
some things are just purely revenue raising. Purely revenue raising.
Yeah, for sure. They were thinking about getting rid of the signs for speed cameras. You know, like in New South Wales, you have to have 3 warning signs before the camera.
Is it 3?
It's 3. In Victoria, they don't
In
have
Victoria,
any.
it's none. Yeah.
But the whole point of the speed camera is like when they were invented, like the whole point wasn't to catch people speeding.
you know this.
It was so people wouldn't speed in that high risk area.
It's to let you know that hey, slow down. It's
Yeah.
not hey, we got you.
Yeah, it's hey, slow down. That's why they put 3 signs. As soon as you don't put the signs, people that don't know will speed. They'll get done 3 weeks later, but it doesn't help you if on their way home they kill someone.
Yeah, they're like.
Yeah. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
That
Yeah,
makes
but
yeah.
I understand the mentality of not putting up signs. It's like slow down because they could be anywhere. But you know what I mean?
But you won't, because at some point you'll be like, you know what? I haven't been done for ages. Maybe on this route there's no speed cameras.
But you can see them. But you know the speed camera was actually invented by a race car driver.
It's like a speed trap,
So he could test his own speed.
and then he just dicked every other person who likes cars.
And then governments went,
Okay, this guy got a point.
I smell money.
More money.
Seriously, like, look, we pay toll, we pay rego, we pay all of this stuff. Why should I still pay extra stuff so the government gets more money? If they don't get enough money from all of our taxes and all of the stamp duty and all of that shit, GST, like why is that our problem that they don't know how to spend their money? It's like
They don't know how to spend their money.
they don't, but they really don't. Like, look, okay, if you think just about the amount of stuff you pay for your car, okay, you pay when you buy the car, you pay tax on buying it with a stamp duty.
Stamp duty,
To register it for the first time, even if the car's 25 years old, but you're registering it for the first time.
No, you pay the government to take Ari's name off the title and put Nareg's name on the
Yeah.
title. It's when you buy anything.
Yeah. When you buy a house, anything. But like, say you buy a car, you go from the dealership, you buy that brand new car, you pay stamp duty. You pay your rego, and then you pay on your CTP insurance, which you have to have, that gets taxed as well.
Public liability.
Yeah. On your comprehensive insurance, which you can have if you want, there's also a tax in that. right? The petrol you fill in, you pay GST.
Yeah.
Right? You drive on the road, you pay toll, you pay all like the speed camera fines. Like fines are a bit different, I get that. But whatever, you pay all of your tolls on every, like it's not just if I'm driving from French's Forest to Campbelltown, I'm paying toll to get on the bridge. I'm paying toll to get on the M4, whatever. Like you're paying like $8 in tolls to get on one highway.
And then the guy who services your car pays GST.
Yeah,
You pay GST.
exactly.
Look-
And like, but then on top of that, you pay for parking on the streets that you're
Oh
already
my
paying
God.
for with your tolls.
Street parking that's paid should be illegal.
How ridiculous! I get the Wilson's parking. They spend $1 million to build this building. I get it. They got to make their money back. It's a private enterprise.
You
But
can-
if you've already paid for the road that you're driving on because you're driving on it, why should you have to pay to be stopped on it?
You can put time limits. Put your time limit. I understand,
Hmm.
but don't make me pay to park on the street.
For sure.
If it's a private parking, I will pay. I will
Yeah.
happily pay
Yeah.
you because it's safe. It's undercover.
It's more convenient,
It's close
maybe.
to where I
Yeah.
need to go. But don't make me pay money to park on the street.
And then it's expensive as well.
It's exorbitant.
Yeah.
Like you get in the city, sometimes it's like $8 an hour. Sometimes
You go to
Probably
the beach.
more.
You go to the beach, and it's like almost $11-12 an hour on the little meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I have the sticker. But because I live in the northern beaches, I get the free parking at the beach sticker.
Oh, that makes you so much better than
It
everyone
does. On top of the fact that I live in the northern beaches,
So you need a disability card.
I don't have a disability card.
Doesn't have to be yours.
And
Disability card in your car. You don't pay for parking.
you can park in
And-
some places unlimited
No,
time.
no time limits apply.
No,
to,
It's like 15-minute parking. I think you can park for like 30 minutes or an hour. But
Yeah.
still, yeah,
But you can park in a 2-hour parking. That's $7.50 an hour, absolutely free of charge.
indefinitely.
That's mad.
I've been
Yeah.
trying to get one for years. Like I'm
Bro, I can help you out. Like right now, I'll break your leg and I'll give you a disability card.
not taking away from how serious it is and people
No,
actually
of
need
course,
it.
yeah.
But it's
Like, okay, parking with the card in like streets and stuff, I get it. But if you're like a cunt that rocks up in your sports car and parks in that disabled spot,
in the shopping center. Yeah,
you're a prick.
yeah.
If you park in like, if you've got a 911,
It's a pretty bad offense. You lose a point.
you actually,
It's $500, I think. If you
Good,
get
damn.
stopped and you lose a
But
point.
what if
But-
the
but-
guy that drives it is actually like disabled?
no, but then they have a card. But the pricks, but like cops don't patrol shopping center.
they
car
do
parks.
now?
What you're saying, like Chatswood Chase car park, there'll be a
No,
police car
not
going
police
around.
officers, but the rangers. I don't know about big shopping centers, but if you park on the street in a disabled spot, the ranger can book you $500-600, whatever it is, and you lose a point.
Speaking of rangers, but at some unis or some like private car parks where you get a fine, it's not actually a fine. You don't have to pay it.
I went through this in my old workplace.
You probably know more about it than me. That's the extent of my knowledge.
Okay, the way it works is if you park, like for example, a Westfield shopping center is private property.
Yeah.
If you park in that Westfield shopping center, I've never seen anyone get a fine in a shopping center car park.
That's because you have to pay on your way out.
Okay, like
But say like Macquarie
if you
Uni.
go to a big Harvey Norman that has an outdoor parking,
Yeah.
and it's a 2-hour limit because people park there and catch the bus and go to
Yeah.
work. If they fine you, not you don't have to pay it, but that fine is not legally binding. It is,
See-
but
No, but it's not because they'll never say
No,
say fine on it.
no, it does. It says penalty.
Yeah,
It
penalty
says penalty,
notice.
and then it tells you a date where you have to pay it, and then it tells you if you don't pay it by this date, it increases. But they have to physically send a debt collector to come to you and collect it. Now, if you've got an $80 fine, they're not going to pay a $150 an hour debt collector to come and collect your $80 fine.
Yeah.
It happened to me where I work. Right across the road, there was a Harvey Norman, I think, and all the boys were like, park there. It says 2 hours, but you'll be fine. Don't worry. And I was a bit sketchy at first. I was like, what do you mean, don't worry? I'm going to park here every day. And they go, just park there. If you get a fine, give me the fine. I'll deal with it.
Wow.
I was like, okay. 2-3 days in, I got a fine. And I took it to work and I said, I got an $80 fine for parking where you told me I won't get fined. And they're like, yeah, don't worry. Give us the fine. We'll pay for it. And then all the boys, every time we go out to leave work, everyone had fines on their cars. And they used to just get it and chuck it out. And eventually I'm like, you guys not paying these fines? And they go, no, it's not council and it's not police. It's private parking. It's
Yeah.
not a legally binding fine. It's just a penalty that they stick on your window.
Yeah. And they hope that they can make a quick buck off.
Because you can't fine someone on your private property.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I got. You know, like in Westfield parking, they stuck like an orange paper that said like, you know, don't park in this 90-minute area because I was keeping my car there all day.
That's like outdoor parking, no boom gate, nothing, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's in Westfield. There is boom gate, but I was leaving my car all day, but,
but-
in a 90-minute parking zone. So I got like, you know, a sticker on my
Right.
window.
Gotcha.
It was a dick to get it out. Like, it was
Yeah.
a paper
Yeah,
thing.
you need
so
a razor blade and you need
man,
they're stupid.
that was the worst.
The
Like,
defect stickers are like that too.
far out.
I tell you what, but at uni, it's like $8 a day, thereabouts, give or take, depending on which parking spot you park in.
You pay for parking, you pay for tuition, you pay for the books, you pay for everything.
I'm paying like $11,000 a year. And then on top of that, I have to pay for parking. I have to pay a student amenities fee, which is to like upkeep the campus. I have to pay $500 a semester.
But if I was paying an amenities fee, you best believe I'm bombing that toilet every fucking day. I'll pay for this shit. I'm using this toilet
I'm
paper.
gonna crack this toilet bowl every day. No, but okay, like you pay $8 like there's no boom gates. You just rock up and then like you have an app and you swipe to start. Like you get there, you start your parking and then like they charge you an hourly rate. After 5 hours, whatever, it's capped at $8.
An
right?
hour.
No, $8 a day.
Oh, right.
Which like it's not unreasonable.
Mm.
But okay, I was paying like my first couple of weeks of uni. I'm like I was there 4 days a week. I was paying it, and then I was like, you know what? Like, I've never seen like a range or nothing. I'm not gonna pay it.
It's the one time you don't.
No, like I touch wood. I've been alright, but like so from the first semester to now, like 2 years, I haven't paid parking. I've 3 times a week, 25 weeks a year, $8 a day.
Yeah, but if you do get fined every now and then, it's like
That's what I'm saying.
it's not so bad.
If I get so $8 a day, the fine was $84 for not parking. If I can go 10 days without getting a fine, I'll cop the fine on the 11th day because it's still exactly the same.
Yeah.
I've gone 2 years without getting a fine. I'll cop a fine every day for the rest of this semester,
and you still won't
and I'll
cover
still
all
be
the
alright.
parking you've done.
right?
That's amazing.
But one, those fines are like those bullshit fines.
Yeah, you don't have to pay it.
And two, someone was starting uni this year. First day on like uni, they get into the library and I'm like, oh, like did you like get the parking app? They're like, no, like parking app. I'm like, don't worry about it. Like you'll be all right. They get out to the car. There's an $84 fine there. They paid it. Like they didn't know. But like that's just there you go. Like that's just like shit luck.
But it should be illegal.
Yeah.
Like, if Minas parks his car in my driveway, I can't legally put a fine on his car.
Yeah,
Like,
they've got these cunts going around in their Toyotas with cameras on the top, scanning license plates to run it through this app. Like they probably make that to justify that kind of expense. There's a guy that full time drives that. It probably costs them $100,000 a year plus the car.
How many parking spots is there at your uni?
Oh, easy like 5 or 6,000.
5,000 or 6,000 times that by $8 each.
Yeah, they're making bank off parking. Like they're making proper bank, and I guess because people either can't be bothered or are too stupid to know that you don't have to pay them. Like now, like if I get a fine, I'll never pay it. But I'm not even going to uni anymore because of COVID, which is shit. But it is what it is. I don't know.
Wow.
5,000 cars, $8 a day.
And then imagine like there's like 100,000 students a year thereabout, or probably more. But like per uni, these cunts are all paying like 10, 11 grand a year. 10, 11 grand a year.
That's insane.
On top of all of the others, these guys are making so much money. 100,000 times 10,000. Do you know how much? Like that's insane. And like the thing is, like, it is like everyone just cops that.
It is what it is.
Like,
It definitely
yeah.
is what it is.
Unis used to be free. Unis used to be free
How long ago?
when my dad was in uni.
Oh, so not that long ago.
80s, 90s. No.
Surely not.
Yeah. And then it was like, look, I'm a Liberal voter, and I'll always say I'm a Liberal voter, but it was the Liberal Party that made them not
Right.
free. Like, they really dicked me there.
Like, make it hard to get into, but make it free. Eventually,
Yeah.
you're going to help the economy.
For sure. And then like at the same, like, yeah. And because it costs money, unis are just like dropping entry standards because they need numbers. So when not a lot of people do well, you see all the ATARs go down because it's like, well, we need lawyers. And like we don't need lawyers in the economy because we've got so many, but we want
need
lawyers at
students,
uni
yeah.
because we've got a law faculty we have to pay for.
That's right.
And I get it. Like if you ran a uni, you'd probably do the same thing. It makes sense. Like if you want to make money, you'd make it so that as many people would come into your business and sell you shit or will pay you shit. But I don't know. Like if you're just a staff member, it doesn't really matter to you. All it changes is you're dealing with idiot students. The same way if you work in retail and your boss is making it really accessible for people to come in and buy your shit because everything's really cheap, you end up with dealing with absolute retards. Goes back to the Karens. And there's Karens everywhere. There's Karens at uni.
Oh, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
So do you prefer it the way it is, or do you prefer to be the last one left?
I don't know.
Something to think about. Guys.
Yeah, look, okay.
Something to think about.
I prefer like a purge. I'd love it for there to be a purge. What do you mean? For sure. like I don't understand the concept of it in that it's like you make crime legal for one day and everyone's just gonna stop doing crime.
Yeah, just get it out of your system. Flush
But
it out.
Like
Flush it out. Go and see how much fun it is and how much you enjoy it, but you can't do it
you
again.
can't do it again. You just gotta wait till next year. But I mean, if you're given an opportunity to do it,
It's like if you're feeding that addiction.
Yeah.
Like just here, have some. Look how good it is, but never have it again.
man, the bills on that city would be crazy. Like imagine once a year you got to rebuild half the city because it gets burnt down. And where do you draw the line? If I steal a Ferrari, if I steal a Ferrari in the purge, but I'm driving it the next day,
It's a stolen car.
am I liable for that?
Yeah. Oh,
When I committed the crime when it was legal, but I'm committing a different crime by driving it.
or were you driving a car you don't own?
That's not registered in my name. You kill someone during the purge, but then like you leave, like I don't know, like you deal with the body the next day. Are you obstructing a police investigation? Do you go to jail?
How long have you thought about this?
A while.
If you want to steal a car, just go steal the car.
I'm actually scared of this guy.
Just gonna move over this.
Nah,
way.
look.
yeah. Move that way, bro.
Nah, look. Like, I don't know, man. I think a lot about movies. Like you watch them and you put yourself. Every time you watch a movie, you put yourself in that movie. Like, what would I do if I'm a criminal and there's a Batman patrolling the city? Would I just stop being a criminal? For sure.
I'd want to be Batman.
But like, so like, imagine there's like a master vigilante that the cops can't control, going around and beating the shit out of street thugs. Would you still be a street thug? No.
Maybe.
What? No.
Just for sake of it.
What do you mean? You're gonna fight Batman
Yeah, but if it means you get to meet Batman,
and then like meet his fist in your face?
oh well, that heals. But you can tell people you met Batman.
Yeah, you got your house handed to you by Batman.
Oi,
What a
mate.
great story.
I mean, I got beat by Batman.
I think it's your bedtime, bro.
The fuck was that?
I don't know.
Well, stop doing that. Nah. Don't do the Aussie accent. Like Hajis. Oh, please. I gotta speak English. I said Balash in the last episode. Or the one before.
I think it was the one before.
Yeah. I shouldn't do that. I gotta be very careful. Like, look, we're doing this show and we've got like some talking points, but at the end of the day, you see, like, if you were listening to that, well, you are. But like,
If you're stistill listening
if
to
you're
that.
still listening to that, you're probably thinking they started talking about customer service. Now they're talking about getting their ass handed to them by Batman. And it's like, where do these guys like? Imagine like if I had a script for this, if someone handed me this and said talk like this on your podcast, I'd be like, what the fuck's this? But because we're a bunch of idiots and we're unqualified and we've got no idea what's going on, this is what we do.
It just shows you the attention span.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you've sat through this so far, props to you.
Good on you.
Massive respect.
True fan.
But I can't wait to have guests on this show. But like, it'll be really good.
If you're brave enough,
If you're brave enough, come on.
come and sit on this table.
Yeah, come sit next to me. We'll have a chat. No, but I don't know. Like the whole premise of this show is we're a bunch of idiots and we're talking about stuff we're not qualified to talk about, and we're not. We don't have degrees in like city planning or like we're not police officers. Like the only thing we were qualified to talk about was Karens. That's the first topic we actually, and dating apps for Minas, because
You have to say it.
you have to. Yeah. Oh, you're bagging out my car. I don't know, man. You spend a lot of time on dating apps, but yeah, like the whole premise of this show is we're not qualified. So like take everything we say as a bunch of idiots having a laugh. But we're gonna start having guests on that actually know shit. And then we're gonna get our asses handed to us by like we're gonna say all this outrageous stupid stuff and they're gonna be like, nah.
Yeah, we'll be qualified to talk about anything.
Yeah, well,
Eventually.
we'll be smart. We're not doing this for you, the viewers. We're doing this as like free crash courses in a million topics.
Law's degrees $1,000 a year, but if you study law, come sit down here
And teach us everything
See
you
what-
know.
You got an hour.
Yeah, you got 1 hour a week to teach us the ins and outs of intellectual property law.
No, or the people who watch Suits and think they know everything.
Look, okay.
Nah.
No, they don't. But I watched, okay, I was in uni last year and I was studying what I'm studying now, business analytics and applied finance. And I was massively into Suits. And at the same time, everyone was like, you'd be a good lawyer. I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to be a lawyer, I'm going to be Harvey Specter.
Wow.
Closer, best closer in New York City. Going around fixing shit. People come up to you, they got a problem, I fix it. I'm a lawyer. And then I transferred into law. And it was the biggest mistake I ever made. It was so bad.
Oh man, law's got a massive dropout rate.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Massive.
Yeah, like half the people everyone I asked about like law, 50% of them were like, I did one semester and I dropped. The rest were like, I hated the first 2 years, but it gets really rewarding at the end. And I'm like, no. I'm sitting there thinking, when am I going to start learning about how I'm going to, save this guy's like failing company by going and blackmailing the opposition into giving up their secret formula.
Fairy tale life,
You
mate.
gotta
Yeah.
be cruel.
Like, we're just learning about how to reference our work for 2 semesters, like fucking failing assessments because we don't put full stops at the end of our references. I'm like, what is this rubbish, bro? I'm gonna go back to being finance.
So when all else fails, you got a podcast.
That's a point.
Yeah, for sure. This is mine and Nareg's retirement plan
For sure.
for sure. Speaking of retirement plan, if you want to sponsor us.
RMs.
And buy Nareg his second house, please.
Third, fourth.
Please, like if you're generous. I don't know. Fuck, I lost my train of thought now. See,
Yeah.
when we talk too much bullshit.
Yeah. We're just saying bye.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Bedtime.
Bedtime. All right. Thank you very much for listening. We are on Spotify now. As of today.
Yeah, that's
well,
all up now.
You're probably watching this on this is probably coming out on like a Wednesday or a Thursday. But as of Monday, we're on Spotify. There's 2 episodes up. This will make 3.
Mhm.
We're on YouTube. We're going to be on Apple and Google Podcasts as soon as we can. We're on Podbean, which is our Spotify, or I guess our podcast hosting service. So if you're listening to us from there, share it. If you're listening to us anywhere, share it. We're going to be coming to you live from Twitch as soon as we can. We say this every episode, but there's like some stuff we've got to sort out with our cameras and like our editing software and stuff.
Yeah, our producer sorted out.
Having a hard time right now.
Our producer that doesn't do any editing.
No, guys, feel free to text. Feel
Who
free
was
to
that? I didn't hear it.
feel free to DM
yeah.
message.
We're on Instagram and Twitter at UnqualifiedCast. The Twitter account and Instagram account have been active for a day, and already we've got a bunch of very passionate listeners that are either telling us where we went right or where we went really, really wrong. Don't be afraid. If you liked it, let us know. Like, subscribe. If you didn't like it, still subscribe. Still share it to your friends, because chances are, if you don't like our content, eventually we'll make something that appeals to you. So just stick around. You'll get through the worst of it. We'll get better at it. Comment, all of that stuff. Send us emails, DM us. If you want to be on it, if you want to be on the podcast,
Yeah, let us know.
let us know. If there's something you're interested about, you want to have a chat to us about it, let us know. We're more than happy to have a talk, because it's going to get, a bit sped listening to the same 3 guys give their opinion.
Yeah.
We'll figure out Twitch. We'll let you know. You'll know when we stream.
Yeah, if you have experience with dating apps.
If you have experience with dating apps, Minas needs all the help he can get.
Yeah, come in. Let us know.
Yeah. He's on all of them. So if you're only familiar with one of them, he's on all of them. So chances are you can help him
If
out.
you've had a bad experience with a golf, come in.
I'm deleting this
Someone
out.
feed it
If you're a mechanic, please come in. I've got so many questions about my car. All right, guys. We'll catch you next time. Thanks so much for listening.
Sayonara.
Bye.
Every time.
Oh, every time.